Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from Griffith Mine. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that. Ciao.
I don't need a man, part 1. Oh my god, I need a man.
Yep.
I thought I was strong enough to catch a duffel bag thrown down the stairs.
Ooh.
Yikes.
I admit, even me, with that something that heavy, I'd probably go down too.
You were wrong. You were very wrong. When strong and independent women don't need no man. Like the video, subscribe, stay on the path of progress. Let's get into it.
I don't trust a woman to cut the grass nowadays. How have you managed that?
Because I'm just cutting it, yeah. And it just taps.
What the? How the? Why is there so much wire?
The hospital called.
Just trying to fix the sink because her boyfriend isn't here.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Bro. The strong and independence is really hitting hard, huh? Hopefully it won't rain in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. I'm not going to trust this roof, nor would I ever hire this team to redo my roof. I'd rather just hire the guys that do it all the time, that can do it in a single day, that, oh my God, they're out there busting their ass, not whatever these ladies are doing.
Roofing with no Mexican in sight is a sin. Impressive how slow their progress is. 6 empty kitchens. Oh, no. The no-profit crew.
Why are they using shovels?
How is so much going on and nothing is getting done? Take your wife to work.
There is a lot going on with not much going on.
Is this community service? This is brutal.
I was gonna say, yeah, one Mexican guy could probably put all these women to shame with just him by himself.
Brutal, dude. I can almost guarantee you that was just a PR publicity stunt. I mean, just look at this. The majority of roofers are men, 98% of them. But oh yeah, we literally found every single female roofer, got them all together for a publicity stunt. Makes sense, totally natural, big wow.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks.
I'm not saying she's doing a bad job, but definitely not to the level of professionalism of men. My man.
Homie is crushing. Looks like the OF subscriptions are not selling fast enough. Gotta get a second job.
That would be funny.
We want butter. We need butter.
We want better.
We want sweater.
Grab your knife, we're right in the middle. Go ahead, dog. Even.
Hold on, cuz.
Ready?
I think you got more than me.
Here you go. It's for the gender pay gap.
Sure.
Trying to level things out.
Women would say that guys that can't spend money are broke.
Yeah, they can say that because that's their assumption, right? Women that can't pay for their own shit is broke. Girls want to be men until it's time to do man shit.
Broke, dusty, musty, crusty.
You know, I work hard to own my clubs, to own my restaurants. So
Okay.
oh yeah, go ahead, Sarah.
Look,
Go ahead, dude. I want to hear this.
I didn't really feel that, to be honest.
Feel what? Which part?
What you said about women wanting to be men until it's time to
Tell
become
me which part of
men.
that you didn't feel so I can understand.
Look, personally, me,
Yeah, we're listening.
no, you're kind of right, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, shut up.
You know, if you want to be a girl, like, if you want to be taken care of, I guess that's true. You know, you want the man to do the job. That's true. I feel that. You're right. I didn't get the question, though. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
The thing is, a lot of these women don't realize, or they don't want to realize, is it's really not that a lot of these guys are broke. It's just that you're not worth the price. That's the brutal reality. Like from another video I just did, one woman was demanding $300 for a dinner. It's like, you are just not worth that price tag. That's the brutal reality. Because I guarantee you, if a man's ideal woman showed up, she hits every single one of the marks, every single one of the green flags, all of these things, right? If she is the perfect woman in his mind, he'd be willing to spend a little bit more.
He's not wrong. Griffin is totally correct. Most men are more than willing to spend their resources on a woman that checks the boxes.
Just be honest.
A lot of
dude.
boxes.
You are, one beer.
Perfect, thank you.
Oh, that declined, sorry.
1 second.
No worries.
I'll just...
It's how easy it is for women because of simpy men.
Okay, perfect. Should be good now?
All good.
Thanks. Oh, here's your tip.
That's our world. That is literally
the
reality
tip?
for some women, like straight up. That's so wild to me, dude. That's so...
No, it's so true. These women really think just their presence and I look beautiful. I'm talking to you. You know, you're welcome.
Wild. You can take pictures of your feet and make thousands of dollars. That is the most easy mode living you can possibly do.
So Layla, have you got any shallow icks?
When he flies economy.
Pardon?
I need a rich man.
She needs to go Dubai and get one of them uncles over there to peel on.
Have you seen in your research the connection between the father not being around and the kids growing up with insecure attachment?
Oh my goodness. So the research on this is wild and people don't want to believe it. But they found that the mental health outcomes of children who do not have a father present are catastrophically bad. For example, more than 99% of mass come from fatherless homes. It's catastrophically bad if a child does not have a father. What's really fascinating is if a child doesn't have a mom present but does have a very engaged father, their mental health outcomes are actually pretty good, which is we would not expect. But fathers are...
Mothers sometimes are just horrible to their kids. They're emotional. Their emotions go up and down. Kids need a very streamlined, very stoic, very, logical thing to kind of learn from and to grow from. When your mom one moment is mad at you, the next moment mad at your baby, your dad, but takes that out on you, and then the next moment she's sad that because she took it out on you, but the next day she takes it out on you again, it gets very devastating.
Enormously important. I saw some research just the other day for children with autism, and they found that children with autism, the father's cortisol level corresponds almost 1-for-1 with the child's cortisol level in the home. But with the mom's cortisol level, there's almost no correlation at all as long as the child has some basic functioning skills. It really is your father that provides so much of your stability.
That's super interesting about the stress levels. I didn't know that. It totally makes sense though. And it's not only just from a mental health standpoint, there's so many other factors that make fathers just absolutely necessary in the home. Fathers add structure to the child's life. That's one of the absolute biggest things. In children that are raised in single mother households, these are the stats that really no one likes talking about because it paints women in a bad light. But the children are more likely to be criminals, more likely to use illegal substances, more likely to be SA'd by the men that these women bring into their lives. To drop out of school, just more likely to be degenerate all around. And no one wants to talk about it, but that's the truth. That's our reality.
We talk about it all the time.
I'm really sorry, but you cannot convince me. I will die on this hill. You cannot convince me that it is a better option to have a baby with a man than it is to do it on your own in this day and age, unless he's adding
it literally
an
does not make
immense
sense.
amount of value. Okay, and even that, I'm like,
so you're dumb.
See, this is the thing. Women have this option to just steal seed or take seed from men and then raise their children. I wish men had this option. If men had this option, my God, women, you guys be pretty obsolete.
we don't need them anymore. We want them. There's such a huge difference. There's so many people like, oh, I can't wait to find my fairy tale. Like, I'm not giving up on the fairy tale. Maybe you are your fairy tale. Maybe you are your dream guy. Maybe you are your dream person.
This doesn't even make sense.
Like, stop putting all this energy on men and them coming to save you. You have to save you. I will die on this hill. I'm sorry.
Wow, what a way to set up your children for failure. Planning to be a single mother. What a horrible idea.
You guys have kids?
Not together.
That's still beautiful, man. You accept her kids?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she accepts yours?
He doesn't have it.
You don't have any? You want one? Are you gonna give him one? How old are you?
How young am I? I'm 39.
39? You got 2 hours left.
Eggs are.
Oh man, what a rough deal, bro. It's one thing just getting with a single mom, but her not even being able to give you children of your own. What are you doing, dog?
Agreed.
What are you doing, man? I'm not
like the man even stated his preference. The woman is too old, but he chose her. This is where I would victim blame the men. You choose better. If you want certain outcomes, you're gonna have to go after those certain results.
mad. I'm just disappointed.
If a woman is always right and a man is always wrong, then when a man tells a woman that she is right, is he actually wrong?
Oh my god. He has cracked the code. He has defeated the logistical boss. He is now logic.
Not what even confused me.
He has transcended reason.
Is there such a thing as toxic masculinity? No. I think there's toxic humanity. Masculinity has nothing to do with it. It's toxic humans. Whether they're masculine or feminine or confused somewhere in the middle, it doesn't matter. They're just rotten on the inside regardless of what gender they are. But being masculine does not make you toxic.
The whole term toxic masculinity has been such a disservice to today's men. I really think it's one of the most damaging terms in recent years because
so many women use this for every little thing that men do. Everything. From all the icks that they list on their things, those are all toxic masculinity to some of these women. And men are just like, I can't even be me. I don't even know how to be something else other than me.
He's exactly right. It's just toxic human traits. Has nothing to do with masculinity whatsoever. And the thing is, whenever you hear women say, oh, he's toxically masculine, what does that actually mean? Because one, it's super vague. They can never actually pin down what they mean by that. So let me do it for them. When women call men toxically masculine, they're just describing a man that doesn't bend to her will. They're just describing a man that they cannot manipulate. And as far as I'm concerned, if a woman does call you toxically masculine, you're on the right track, because that means that you have frame standards and boundaries. So really don't let this stuff bother you, bro. You're doing fine.
What'd you say those sticks are for?
They're just for bad guys.
For bad guys?
Hell yeah.
What are you gonna do with them?
Well, I'm just gonna fight.
You're gonna fight?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Oh.
They don't have swords. I can fight them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big facts. What a wholesome video, dude.
Nice. Nice. My man's wife.
And that's one trait that I think women have really lost in today's day and age. That they've lost for the most part, because of course there are some women that still do stuff like this. But this is how truly inspiring women can be for men. And whether a lot of guys want to admit it or not, a lot of male effort goes into the hope for female affection. I know
most of our actions kind of do that. You know, we build society kind of for that. We've made society safe kind of for that.
There are a bunch of guys that started a business, became a rock star, became an athlete just for the hopes of getting women. Let's just be 100% real. But now for a lot of guys today, they're like, oh, well, women aren't really inspiring anymore. You know, they don't inspire that masculine fire inside of a lot of men. They see the women today and it's like, damn, I gotta do all that work just to get that? A woman that has an inherent disdain for me? Why? Why would I do that? They don't have any of these feminine traits that men would really, really desire. I say it once, I'll say it again. Get your passport and get out, bro. Get out of there, go to a traditional country, get yourself a traditional woman.
This is why I feature a lot of the creators I do. We have very similar minds. We have very similar thought process. Some are actually quite different. There's some things I do disagree with Griffin, but Griffin's awesome. Go give this man some support.
Have a happy life.
Customer states rear tire is loose. Yep.
Oh no.
How did it even stay on?
What the?
How?
She drove here.
Oh no. Oh yikes.
Get it now!
Oh yikes.
Well, two are panicking, and the person that's filming is also panicking. Like, what's going on?
Get more water! Get more water!
Okay,
This
the
is
other
what
one's just
happens
laughing.
when the womanism leaves your body, and now it's time to settle down and be a trad wife, but then you just genuinely have no idea what you're doing. This is what happens.
And every time I talk about it, he's like,
Oh no.
every time I talk about it, because I'm like, I'll do it. He's like, yeah, down.
There goes like a $300-400
The
AC
independence.
unit.
It was the independent's fault, not her fault. It was the strong and independence. That's what did it. Obviously, it wasn't her fault.
My jeez. The true carpenters that really build things are probably looking at this like, who's building this house?
I was moving recently and we were looking at moving companies, but because of the algorithm that kept showing us this one company that was like an all-girl moving company, like a shitty moving company, right? And honestly, I'm not even saying that to be called.
I mean, think about it. When you guys are moving, are you asking women to help or usually other men to help? And then when you do ask women to help, what do they actually do while you're moving? Not much.
Controversial, but like, has any dude here ever been moving with his chick and halfway through is like, babe, you gotta start a company. You are crushing it. You gotta take this pro, baby. All right, how about this? All-girl moving company called the Ex-Wives, and they just take half your stuff.
That's good. That's from a guy. His name is Ryan Long. He does stand-up comedy and some skits on YouTube and stuff. I totally recommend his channel.
What happens, do you think, if you follow women's advice to your tribe?
Everything will fail.
Everything will fail.
Since women thinking by feelings, you know?
This is really what you'll come to find out. When things get closer to our primal nature, the more that gender roles are necessary. When things get difficult, it's, oh no, I'm not strong and independent anymore. No, I'm a soft female. Almost like the whole thing was false to begin with. Huh, interesting.
What the?
Oh my god!
I mean, yes, the car next to you was on fire. I do get that. You just had to pull up a little bit, or pull. How did you cause more damage? How? How?
Amy Jo, come inside. It's dangerous.
How do you pick the guys that you want to date? I don't need a man.
Why not date a guy? What's going on there? Or anybody?
Because I can do what a guy can do.
Liar, liar, your pants on fire.
But what about kids and family?
I can adopt.
Do you think it's better for a kid to be raised with one parent or two?
I think it's better for two because I didn't get to experience having two parents.
Yeah.
So then why put your kid through only having one parent then? I don't know.
Using your children as an experiment just so you can try and prove a point. Oh yeah,
Yep.
I can raise them by myself.
Now, that's exactly a lot of these women trying to prove a point, and they're failing miserably.
So I'm just gonna do it. 18 years later, you have a full-on, mentally messed up young adult. But I'm strong and independent. I did it myself. You don't understand. I'm strong and independent.
I don't need a man, part 1. Oh my god, I missed it. Second attempt of I don't need a man.
You're gonna need a man.
Oh my god, I need a man.
That one's pretty funny. I mean, she changed up real quick, huh? The feminism just evaporates into
2 tries, and then all of a sudden she needs a man again, guys. That's how difficult life is for women before they need men. 2 tries.
to the air.
You don't make enough to provide for us anymore, so we have to get out there in the workforce.
I'm sick of your crybaby bullshit.
Right, because you voted for laws that give the jobs to you instead of to us. You know that, right? You have to know about this, right? Women have been saying for decades, they've been saying, we get 77 cents on the... Women want to get paid equal. They don't want to work equal. They just want to get paid equal.
That doesn't even make sense, really.
So they went to the government and they voted for the government to make things equal. And now that things are equal, women have raised their standards and they're saying men can't provide anymore. You voted for that. You know that, right? The government takes
They really
money
don't.
from men and gives it to corporations if they meet diversity quotas. So we are being forced to pay to put ourselves out of work so you can be equal. Men and
Strong
women
and
don't
independent.
put the same amount of effort into the workplace, and so they get different rewards out of it. But women wanted to make it equal. But it's not because you're running faster than us, it's because you voted to redistribute the trophies. This situation is like a dog that wants you to throw a ball, but it won't drop it.
Hang on.
We want men to pay. Okay, let me go get a job. No, you can't have that. That's for women. We need equality. Okay, then go date the men who have more money. Where have all the good men gone? I mean, you have to know about this, right? Everyone knows this, right? Please tell me that you knew this.
No, they don't.
Embarrassing.
What an excellent breakdown. That is HOE math, by the way. Follow his YouTube. He has great content.
Do you agree that men are more?
No.
You don't agree?
No, absolutely not. No.
Absolutely
When you
not.
see a skinny, like, scrawny little guy, and you see a big girl, you're like, okay. Yeah. Who am I going to bet on?
For sure. But in general, like on average, not at all?
No.
This is only Western women, dude.
Only women in the West, because women in other places, they get smacked around and they know who's stronger.
It really is. I've been out of this toxic cesspool for about 10 months now. And man, I can't tell you how much better it is. Just the people and the places that I've been to so far.
I'm proud of you, brother, for taking a good break from all of this. I'm still in the trenches here.
Much more grounded. Much more realistic. To say something like that with a straight face and to really mean it and really believe it, you have to be so far off in La La Land, Disneyland, Fantasyland, whatever you want. You are so far gone from reality. How can you expect this person to have any reasonable results in reality? But that's your average Western woman.
Yep.
To the T. They really believe this stuff. Wild, bro. Totally wild.
What comes to your mind if I say, what would you say men are better at than women?
Everything?
Men are better at,
Almost everything?
Yo, the feminist program.
They're just not willing to admit defeat.
It's
Probably-
not allowing her to think.
It's like muscle stuff. Usually we're pretty good at.
I think women are just as strong as men.
Physically?
Yeah, I do.
But they're not though, right? She's not okay. She's not crying. I didn't ask anything. I was just asking what's the difference between men and women.
So we don't have the full clip, but the continuation is she has a meltdown. She goes off and she starts crying. She says women are basically better than men at everything, but you melt down from a single question. Your entire reality gets shattered from one question.
Yep.
The results speak for themselves.
What do you wish more women knew about how men operated?
There's 10,000 times more going on inside the head of a man than you have any idea. He's carrying burdens that you don't have a clue about, and he don't know how to express them, and he don't know what to do about it, and he figures if he puts it out there and communicates it, he's just going to be shot down, called a fool, called weak, so he carries it inside, and you have no clue the burdens and the hell that most men are carrying inside and not even showing you. I wish more women understood that.
This is just our burden as men. All the stresses, all the pain, all the thoughts, all the negativity, all the positivity, all of these things. You hold it on your shoulders and you do that. Why? Because you're a man. Because that's what you're built to do, man. That's really it. Not saying you can't open up to people, because you absolutely can, but do it with trusted brothers. And call me big misogyny if you want, but women cannot handle male emotions. They just can't.
They really can't. Even with my own girlfriend, I would tell her certain things. She just doesn't get it. And it makes sense why she doesn't, right? Because she doesn't live our life. She doesn't live the burdens that we live. She doesn't experience the pressures that men experience. So they can't, It's so hard for them to flip that switch. As much as women want to be men, they don't understand, nor can they be men.
Can't. They're not built for it. And that is just your burden as a man. That's one thing that makes you a man, actually.
The reason we do it is because we're built for it. If men weren't able to carry these burdens and all of this, we wouldn't have been able to build society. We wouldn't have been able to make women to this point of entitlement. Why? Because we love women. We love ourselves. We take care of everything. Men are very self-sacrificing, and it's a good trait of men. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that.